What's up, guys? Done through here. I'm here to bring you a commentary over Borderlands 2. You're gonna see some Borderlands 2 gameplay, but I might not be talking about Borderlands 2 for the whole time. I'm gonna start off with this. There's a DayZ game coming out. It's called War Z. PC. And it looks amazing. I can't get some gameplay of it yet because whenever I try to put it up, it says it's match third-party content, and I don't want YouTube to take me down because that's horrible. So I'm definitely going to try to get that up to you guys, but you could always check the internet. So there's that. And before I say anything though, this is a pretty badass game. It's really fun, and I had a lot of fun playing it. I mean, basically every part of this game is just like a shooting fest and insanity. You know, midget mutant psychos getting their legs torn off and then beating them with their own legs. It's a fun take on video games, and I love it. And Borderlands is one of my favorite series. That. Now let's get on to the DayZ. So the new DayZ is going to be an upgraded graphically, and also it's going to be better physics, better everything. It's more suited to the zombie genre. It's based on the Arma 2 engine, and it will always be based on the Arma 2 engine from what they're saying. But what really differentiating it is because most of the gameplay is situated around, and the mechanics is situated around the fact that it is a zombie shooter instead of just, oh, it's a war shooter, a zombie mod. Now the zombies actually take zombie damage instead of just human damage, so it's more realistic in that sense, and it's much harder. They've been saying on demos and stuff, which were betas and completely glitched out sometimes, but in the demos they did say that this game is going to be much harder and much more secure, because a lot of people started hacking DayZ as soon as it came out. And I mean, it's easy to hack a mod, but when it's a full game it's a little harder. There's always going to be PC hacks, so PC hacks are the easiest things to do. When you start hacking the PS3 and the Xbox, then you sort of get, it sort of gets to be a little hard, because if a developer doesn't want to hack in the game, it's going to be gone. Because really, the only reason Call of Duty allows hacks is because they like it. They're like, oh, let these little kids do their little hacks, you know, do the little spawn glitching. You know, if it makes them happy, it makes our wallets happy. But you know, if the game starts doing these hacks where other people get mad, then they're taking it out. And that's what's bad about PC, but also good because PC has more games. I mean, I'm not sure if it's coming to Xbox or PS3. That would be very fun, but it probably wouldn't be able to handle it because of the system qualifications. But since the new next-gen consoles are coming out very soon, or possibly soon, we can never be sure, then that's always an upscale. Maybe we can have DayZ on the PS3, PS4, and Xbox 720, or whatever they name it. You know, they could just switch the names and be like PS 1.5 because we never made that. This is stupid. So here I am running from robots. These are brand new enemies. I have never faced them before, so I'm a little scared. And I figured out they were infinite spawns, so you have to run to catch Roland. You don't really fight the enemies, and I was stuck fighting the enemies for a while. But then I was like, oh, they want me to progress on in the chaos. They don't want me to kill every enemy and then walk through dead silence. They want me to go, oh my god, that's a lot of robots just killing people. And I love this. I love the set piece in the game because it's not really a set piece, but it's like a general war going on. Instead of you fighting one person and everyone being on the same side, there's 3 different sides. There's Hyperion, there is the Marauders, the Bandits, and there's you. And you're caught up in the middle between this giant freaking war between all these people, and in the midst of that, Roland is being taken away in insanity. Now, I'm not sure if I was supposed to beat the boss, but I didn't. I actually failed like 3 times. He was so freaking hard. Like, most of these guys were sort of easy, but the boss was just almost impossible to beat. He kept on spawning and regenerating his shields. I didn't know if I was going to be able to beat him for a while. And then I figured out it was part of the game. You're not supposed to beat him. It's gonna be really hard to beat this guy, no matter what you do. And his shields are basically infinite. He respawns like characters every 5 seconds, so it's really hard to beat him. I'm not sure if I was supposed to beat him, but it gave me a new mission. It says capture Roland, get Roland uncaptured in the base, because he was captured. As you see, I'm using the soldier, which is a lot of fun. I like the soldier. I like the soldier class in a lot of games. It's the most balanced class. You're gonna find a siren, and she's gonna be all powerful and stuff, but then she's gonna be Then you're gonna find an assassin. He's gonna be all powerful and stuff, but he can't use guns right. You're gonna find a gunzerker. He can use guns. He's a big freaking boss of a character. But then you might be overpowered, or because people love being overpowered, or you might be inaccurate. So there's many things you have to take into effect. I mean, soldier is the best for me. Maybe for you guys it's different. I like Axton. I feel like a badass on my team. And even though I'm getting my ass handed to me here, I'm literally dying like 5 times in a row. I feel like I should have leveled up some more. That's what I'm probably gonna do after this. I'm just probably gonna level up because there has been literally no time where I've been dying. I thought this game was gonna be easy because I've been playing Borderlands 1. And I'm like, oh, this is so easy, but I don't remember the beginning of Borderlands 1 where I was dying like 9 times in a row, playing those giant bosses that no one could ever kill, keep on respawning and stuff like that. And I forgot that, because once you get past a certain level, it's somewhat easy to just, you know, go through Borderlands and be like, oh, I could kill you, I could kill you. But that's the fun of it. You get to be this weak, scrawny piece of nothing in the beginning. They give you big guns, you don't really know how to use them, like this right here. And it's a lot of fun. I mean, Borderlands is that kind of game. So I want this rocket launcher here, obviously. Pick it up. It's the first rocket launcher I get in the game. I don't know why, but it's the first one after level 13. And as you saw there, that's why I love the sentry turret, because even when you're fighting for your life, the sentry turret helps you fight for your life. So no matter what happens, you're getting help from the sentry turret, and that's a lot of help. A lot of help. It also helps that, and here I die because the sentry turret isn't deployed, but I respawn really quick. I found myself dying a lot in this game. It's not the fact that I'm like bad. I just found myself dying a lot in this game now because I need to play co-op. I mean, I feel like these levels are meant for co-op. They're meant for a buddy. And that's great and all, but sometimes it can actually be a little bit limited in single player. I'm having a blast. I wouldn't change a thing about the game right now, but I feel so like underpowered sometimes. There's 50 enemies on the screen, and I'm just like, I don't know what to do. And with these repair drones now, they're so freaking hard because as soon as I get the guy's shields down, the repair drone comes in. I have to shoot the repair drone, and someone else is shooting me from the other side, and I'm dead because you know I don't have that power. Also, I found the guns to be a very pleasant surprise. I haven't come across the same reload animation that many times. I haven't come across the same gun type. I got magnums, I got this weird alien-looking gun. I have that revolver type thing, the giant shoots explosions. And there's a lot more sights for assault rifles, sniper rifles, and much more. So I've been having a lot of fun with these guns. They're so differentiated, and in Borderlands 1, I was like, bazillions of guns, yay, bye, and then just one gun type, and just, you know, the same gun over and over again, 50 billion times. And that's fun and all because you get different abilities, but these guns are just freaking, they're different. They don't shoot bullets anymore, they shoot bullets that go into other bullets, that go into ice, and they break your enemy. Then these other bullets, I take 4 bullets in a row, compact them into one, and then you get this giant bullet that blows up. It's a lot of fun. And there's so many combinations that they've done, which is really fun. I wonder, I've always wondered if it was a generator that made these guns, or if it was the team. Because if it was the team, I'd give them hands down like the best gun making team ever. I would hire that team every day of every night because they're really good at it. I mean, modeling each and every gun is hard on its own level. When you have that many guns, that's a masterpiece right there. So I somewhat doubt that they did this all by themselves. They had like a generator that makes random guns. They put the models, the colors that they can use, the color palettes, the gun types, and then you have a gun generator where no gun's the same and everyone gets different loot and there's insanity. So there's that. I've also liked the toilets. The toilets actually give you your loot now a lot. There are still the original loot crates, but I find a lot more toilets that you open the toilet up and you get guns. It's like loot chests. I think it's the same as Borderlands 1. And on the side it says no fapping. Loot chest. And that made my day. It's pretty funny. And then let's see if I can kill. Oh, I killed him. Okay. So then and then all around, there's a lot of humor in this game, all around the game. It's been a lot of fun actually, because Claptrap's always always in a high-pitched voice, and you're like, why is he always so damn happy? And then at the beginning of the game, he's like, well, I am really sad and depressed right now, but, you know, problem is my voice box. It makes me sound like this. That was a horrible Crabtrap impression. I hope someone slaps me in the face for even saying that, but that's what he sounds like to me in my head. And I probably sound like some rat that just got drugged up and started talking for some reason. And that was my Claptrap voice. But basically, he says his voice box is, you know, set to that voice, but he's actually really depressed right now. But the way he said it was just, like, hilarious. It made me laugh. It made my day. And then the Jack character, the antagonist, he says, what should I name my horse? I just bought a new horse. Oh, maybe I should name it Rainbow. Oh, no. How about Butt Stallion? That sounds a little immature. I mean, it's the way they say it, it's the voice acting, and it's a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun with the game so far, and the humor's spot on. Like last time, the first game, I had those moments where I laughed, but it wasn't all the time. I was like, oh, haha, it's funny, Claptrap is dancing, but that got old fast. And the DLC came out, and it was actually pretty funny. It was that crazy humor. It was almost shock humor, but it had a good value to it. It was repeatable, and you could still laugh to it. And now they perfected it. They have humor all around, but it's good humor. It's not that kind of, you know, like shock humor, like, oh, I have 8 toes, and, you know, that doesn't make sense. No, it's like it says things, and still, when you see a psycho midget riding a jetpack with his older brother who is shooting a giant cannon, and he accidentally gets shot with a giant cannon, that does bring a laugh to your face. So here's the part where I said this game got really hard. I was trying to beat them, and it was really freaking hard. I'm not sure if I accidentally made that other mission for myself, but it was a fight against the clock, and it was really hard. Because these guys kept preparing them, and there were infinite of those guys, so I stopped killing those guys for a while. And this big one, there was a badass droid, and there was also the giant, that robot that's constricting Roland right now. And I was literally dying every second. This guy had me burning to death. I was literally dying every second, and it made me laugh because I was like, oh, I'm never gonna beat this. I'm gonna have to rank like 8 times after dying 25, and then it's one of those moments where you get stuck in a game and you can't really get out because then you don't progress. And I got sort of scared about that because I would hate those moments. But then it was like, oh, he had to die. I mean, he had to get taken so I could do that other mission, because that was just impossible. There was no way that I was gonna ever kill that thing. Maybe if I was like rank 100, but then that thing would be rank 101 or something like that. Something more powerful, so I could never ever kill it. And that would destroy my day, actually. So now, you know, all the insanity's happening, and she's like, oh, you have to rescue Roland. Also, the siren from last game, I forgot her name. She's now the Firebird, and all the characters from the last game that are here, I think. I haven't seen Brick nor Mordecai, but I believe they will show up later in the game. I'm not sure. But I have seen Roland because he was just here, and the Siren, I forgot her name. So here's this boss I've been talking about for so long, and my guns aren't bad. I mean, they're pretty freaking good for my level, and I've got the best of the best I can get right now. I'm not one of those campers, but you know, I mean, this gun dealt a lot of damage. It could kill, I think, it killed those drones really easily. So I was wondering how it was like not even scarring that big thing. And yes, these bosses are actually a lot harder than the last game. Like 9 toes in the beginning was, oh, it's 9 toes. But even the last boss in Borderlands 1 was sort of a letdown because you had so many guns by then. It was just insane. And then you just hid behind a rock because, you know, he killed you with a bullet. And then finally, you know what happened? Hid behind a rock, shot him 8 times, dead. That's it. Or that was my experience. I had it for the PS3 on my old account, and it was a lot of fun. I felt there was less texture pop-ins though than this one, and I'm wondering why there's so many texture pop-ins. It's been a little annoying, but I mean not right now, but in the arid desert lands, I felt a lot of texture pop-ins. And now here's where I got really pissed off, because I was just about to get his shields all the way down, and this guy just comes in and he has like a 0.1 health left. And I literally get killed, and then I see the girl start talking to me. I'm like, oh my god, I have to restart this whole mission. And I'm so pissed off right now. She's like, oh, you did this, and her hair is moving like that. Like if she was recording this in real life, her hair, there would be a fan right there to her left, and just her hair to her right, just blowing fucking wind. Like, not even. So I killed this last guy. And now I figure out that I have to save Roland, and this and that, base. It's probably for the best, because my rank is sort of crappy compared to them. Like, they were all ranked 13s, and I was like rank 3. This has been the Hunted Reaper. Like, rate, and subscribe. I hope you like my commentary. There will be many more Borderlands 2, Black Ops, and everything you can get. So, have fun, have a good day, like, rate, and subscribe.